once you're done.
There we go.
Time to get ready for the Larry and Needles show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Larry and Needles show. I'm Larry.
And I'm Needles.
And it's real great to be here, gotta say.
On this pagan holiday of Halloween. Or
Devil's
as I like
Night.
to call it, Horroween. Because every lady gets to let
Whore
their free
night.
flag fly. Whore night.
Yeah.
It is definitely a whore
The
night
slut
tonight.
flag.
I went trick-or-treating with my kid earlier. And there were some moms, and even though it was shitty out, there were still some moms all
Whoring
dolled
it up.
Well, they weren't
Nice.
whoring it up, but they were all dolled up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Looking for some dick.
I don't know. They had their husbands with them.
Oh, that well.
I went with the gang of people. Probably.
Oh. I thought you were just talking about people you were seeing on the street.
No, I went with the gang of people.
I see.
Probably-
I see.
12 kids
So you were coveting the neighbor's wife.
with my eyes.
Right.
I was accosting her with my eyes. But no, some of them were dressed real sultry, even for having children, which is cool. There were some moms.
Yeah.
There were some moms walking by. First thing I always do, check their left hand.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't got a ring on. I mean, she already likes to bang.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, mother, one another.
so rudimentary, Larry.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
That's old school shit. So on this Devil's Night, I was thinking about all the great nights I had in different places, and especially Detroit.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it though, right now because.
Well, then why would you bring it up?
Well,
I mean,
I'll
that's-
bring up another nice little Halloween story.
Okay.
So it was probably
I don't know why you just
1970s.
did that. It really annoys me.
It's probably 19. Oh, fuck yourself, okay? It's probably like 1976.
Okay.
We wanted to be kissed for Halloween. Little Nicky and the Perverts. So,
The whole band wanted to do
yes. So, Nicky was fucking Paul Stanley. I was Ace. And Jeff was the cat, Peter Chris.
What an ass. Who the fuck?
Because he was the drummer.
I
It was
understand
Little
but why
Nicky.
would you
We
pick
were
a-
all doing our fucking instruments.
Of all things, why would you pick a cat?
I don't know.
I
That's
mean,
what-
that is just some gay ass shit right there.
Well, I think cats are cool, but anyways,
well, I'm
that's
not. But a dude painted like a cat.
Well,
It's kind of weird,
he
man.
was a weirdo.
I mean, does he like cats?
He must.
You don't know anything about. I don't know anything about him.
I don't know anything about him either, but I do know this one thing. So, my dad had this friend. He's dead now. That's why I say had. And his kid was a couple years younger than little Nicky even.
Yeah.
So he was little, you
Yeah.
know, this kid. And he was going to be Gene Simmons.
Jeez.
That's the other guy,
Yeah.
you know, the fourth fucking guy.
Yeah, I
So
understand.
so my mom did our makeup. We
Mm-hmm.
looked just like Kiss with the full makeup and some bullshit black clothes on and shit. And then this kid shows up and we were forced to go trick-or-treating with him. And he shows up and he's got the Gene Simmons plastic fucking mask with the rubber band around
Well,
the
he's
back.
a little kid. I mean,
Right.
you can't really put makeup on the kid, especially makeup.
But you
back
know,
then.
we were
I don't even think they tested it on animals back then. They just let it raw dog right to your
Yeah.
face.
oh, people are dying from this. Take it off the market.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
but anyway, so yeah, but you could imagine as little kids, we were fucking pissed off that this kid had a fucking plastic, just the flat face mask
Yeah.
with the rubber band on the back, which made it just almost, you were almost guaranteed to get hit by a fucking car with those things on.
Why that?
You can't see
Oh,
shit.
well, yeah, you're going to walk into traffic. I mean,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
You made it sound like a car's going to drive up the sidewalk.
No, but I mean, you know, running around house to house, you're gonna fucking run across
Well, I
the
mean,
street.
he had little Nicky and the Pervs to protect them.
I know that kid did, but other kids probably got mowed
They're
down.
not your problem.
Yeah.
You know? That's funny, though. Little Kiss.
Yeah, we were
like that.
kissed for Halloween.
Kiss stinks.
I was kissed for Halloween.
I don't like Kiss at all. just
I
don't
know you
really-
don't.
They don't tickle my fancy that much.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're too young.
No, I'm not too young.
Dude, I liked Kiss when I was in like third grade.
Yeah.
I loved them.
Okay.
Are you kidding
and that
me?
says a lot about you.
Yeah.
It's like gay rock.
I was in
stinks.
third fucking grade. I
mean-
thought it was great, man. They had
Did
blood
they like
and
try
fire.
to take their makeup off and people didn't receive it too well?
Oh, they were a failure. You know what's funny is they had a tour where
No makeup free?
a makeup-free tour,
Ugh.
and they played at the Avalon, which was a bar in the city on Belmont, and we played there all the time. They played there 2 days before we played there, and it's a small room, like maybe holds 300 when it's packed. And fucking, you know, a couple years later, they did the reunion and put the makeup back on and
Yeah,
went on
because
their
they had
multi-million.
to make fucking money. They
It's
have,
funny though, because people only liked them for the
They have
gimmick.
so many wigwams and
Without the
knickknacks and
gimmicks,
shit.
they're nothing.
Coffin. Like,
They have everything
yeah,
going on.
I mean, they
Dracula candles
they
and
like
shit.
hoard themselves out to the man. But that's all right. They're probably part of some Illuminati cult.
Oh fuck
Did you
yeah!
set a timer?
No, I'm gonna though.
Yeah, you probably should. That would be good. Oh,
They're probably part of the Mossad.
you think is Gene Simmons Jewish?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they both are.
His name is like Jaime, isn't it? Something weird like
Yeah,
that.
Jaime.
Jaime Shekelstein.
Yeah, something like that.
It's always a classic.
It is.
It really
I think it is
That
his
one gets
name.
me
It
every
actually is his name.
It's something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the thing is that he never touched booze. His pussy was his thing.
Yeah.
Like,
His
no booze, no drugs. Which
his mom took the train from the old country to here.
where's the old country? And she took a train from the old country to
Yeah,
here?
the one
That doesn't
that
make any sense.
the one that
Larry.
Biden's gonna build.
Oh. Well, I mean, I think he's got more problems than that.
I know.
Now we're in two wars, just handing money, you know. Well,
Yeah.
actually, I haven't heard anything too much about Ukraine. They got to vamp that up.
Well,
They
that's
got
the
to scare
thing.
us because your boy Putin.
This is the next thing. Yeah.
I
They're
mean,
on to
since
the
you were in
next thing.
Since you were in the fucking Sputnik program.
I got first people in space,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
Uh-huh.
If you want to believe in
Try to
that
get past
fake
the
shit.
firmament, sucker.
Yeah.
But you don't like that? Or you can start
Oktoberfest. Oh, this says
You're just gonna
Oktoberfest
start
on
saying
here.
Hitler had some good ideas.
No.
That's what it says. Oktoberfest.
I know. I
You're in
couldn't
the wrong
believe it.
month. You're still celebrating last month.
It's October.
Yeah, but
Today's fucking the last day.
Technically, yeah,
This is
Oktoberfest
the
is
last
over,
day you
but-
can wear this motherfucker.
Yeah, I just don't want you to see. I don't. If you start building trains and stuff, I'm gonna get really worried.
Don't worry, I won't.
So, but there's nothing better than I can't wait for till tomorrow till they come out with like the worst costumes people wore.
Yeah.
Like what were big cases this year? Oh, those 4 chicks that got slashed in Idaho.
Oh yeah. You think someone's dressed like them? Some
I don't
thick
know.
fuckers?
Who knows, man? I've seen.
Probably.
I mean, the one of the funniest ones I saw was people were 9/11 and it was a missile flying into it.
Nice. Now those are the kind of costumes I'd
Yeah,
stand
they're
behind.
very silly. I like that. People, for some reason, Halloween makes people their inhibitions
Yeah.
go to nil.
Yeah.
You know, it's like where else are you gonna go to a bar and there's gonna be a 300-pound chick dressed like a sexy nurse?
Yeah. Well.
I mean,
Where is
she's
this
definitely going to
place?
check your oil. So you
Where
better
is
be
this
aware.
place?
What's that?
Where is this
Oh,
place?
I'm sure
Let's
you
go.
can go to any dive around here
I
and
know.
find that.
I know. Probably
Everybody-
right on the corner.
This is I would say this is more of a hornier holiday than Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is definitely.
That's because it's all mixed up with the devil and
it's all
shit.
pagan shit. But hey, you know what?
He wants you to fucking
You want to do what?
to be debaucherous and fucking
Yeah, but
act
there's
like.
nothing wrong with that. How come everything that's so fun you can't have fun doing?
What do you mean?
Like you
If
can't
it's
just
so
do
fun, how
drugs without repercussions. You can't just adulter and do all these things without no
Well,
repercussions.
That's how it works, man.
Well, but people
the more
still do
fun
it.
it is, the more the repercussions are.
Yeah,
Usually.
I mean, just like people say that if they could do drugs with no repercussions, then
Oh yeah.
everybody would be
Fuck
high, right?
yeah. Who wouldn't?
I mean, a lot of people.
But part of the repercussions actually on some of the drugs are actually the high themselves itself. You know what I mean?
or getting it.
The actual high itself is the repercussions,
Well, actually, the come down in what you do is the repercussion.
and that too.
That's what I think, and also how you procure your money.
That too. And most people don't
It's a
do it.
multifaceted thing.
Most people don't do it in an honest way when they're on drugs.
Well, at first they start,
Yeah.
and then
It starts out
eventually
honest.
You can turn more of a degenerate.
Yeah.
And
And one degenerate thing makes the next degenerate thing seem like nothing.
well, then you start hanging out with more degenerates, and then now you're in a gang of degenerates.
And then you're like, wow, there's no shortage of degenerates.
No, there's no shortage of debauchery, anything that lustfulness.
By the way,
Oh yeah,
if you get any veterinarian work done on your animal and some car servicing done on the same day at Tom's free clinic, you will receive a free Crack Baby Mobile. So just this week only until the end of the September 7th.
September 7th.
November 7th.
Dude, what are you talking about?
Until
Did you seriously just say
until
that?
November 7th.
I thought you were joking.
No, November 7th. Just 1 week, starting tomorrow.
I think we should just end it till this week. I mean, those things are going to go like hotcakes. And man,
Well,
let me tell
while
you,
supplies
lucky
while
this
supplies
guy-
last. It's not like, we have millions of them. While
well,
supplies last.
Okay, well,
And
see
you'd
how
be-
the deal's already over. It ended in September.
No. I meant to say November.
I know, I understand.
I
that,
forgot
Larry.
this was October after we just got done with that big Oktoberfest fucking thing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jar you. What do your
It's
medals
all right.
mean? I wish you would have looked
Oh,
them up.
man. Let's see.
So it looks like you're
I gotta brush up on my
Are you
Russian.
a one-star general in the Russian
Yeah,
army?
I believe so.
Okay, so Larry's a one-star general in the Russian army.
Yeah.
The coolest one is the one with the space shit on it. We should have looked this up before. I told you
I was a parachuter,
to.
paratrooper, astronaut, cosmonaut.
I
I,
think
was
he
a
just
cosmonaut.
Gave birth to lizard people. Hell, that's what that means. You can still see the umbilical cord.
That's the country. That's the town I come from.
I mean, now you just got a big red star. Where'd you get these medals from?
I got these a long time ago
Okay.
from
I mean,
one of our listeners, actually.
really?
Mr. X gave me this.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and you know what he did?
The whole jacket with the pins?
With the pants too, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you didn't
the
wear the
pins
pants.
were like in bags, and he said, "Here, put this shit on here." And then he fucking gives me this, and I put it online.
Here,
and then
here
he
you go,
comes out,
Tommy.
and then he comes out of the
What the
bathroom
fuck,
wearing
man?
like an even fancier one, like a
Dude, you guys
suit
were
jacket.
cosplaying Russian
And he's like,
soldiers?
Well, I don't know. We were maybe going somewhere, and it
Is
was
this how the
like,
butt stuff started?
I don't know. Is that what you do?
No, I mean, it sounds like the beginning of a gay porno.
No, I think we were going somewhere, and
You were going somewhere dressed like this?
yeah. And he's here, wear this Russian uniform. And he's like, you could keep it. And I was like,
Well,
oh,
thanks.
wow, thanks.
You got to ask him where he got those medals from.
And he had a whole bunch
Some
of
the
medals,
background- I
too,
wish we
for
would've
his
looked them
own.
Up, though. I want to look them up for next week.
Even each
The buttons are
button
really
has
cool.
a little star with a sickle and a hammer inside of it.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
man.
pretty
This
cool,
thing
man.
has a lot of fucking detail.
That's really
And you know
cool.
what? It's really old. And I was looking at the material, and I was telling my wife, very nice. I was telling my wife
So autistic.
how nice the material is, and I'm like, they don't make shit like this anymore. This fucking shit.
Probably repels blood.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Christian blood.
Probably will repel some smaller
Currents.
caliber bullets.
Yeah, I don't know about
I mean,
that.
it's pretty
Well,
fucking
let's
heavy
test it.
duty. Okay, put it on.
Yeah, no, you put it on. You keep it on. But that metal with the, I mean, it's just very silly. They keep on dangling and they just
And
smack me.
I have a little pin with
I love how that one's safety pin.
that's Vladimir Lenin, and I have a little round globe, acrylic like pin.
Snow globe?
No, it's like half globe,
Oh,
round face. Like his face is inside of a half of a marble.
yeah.
Lenin's,
Okay.
and then I got this patch. Pretty
I see
dope.
it. I said the one with the safety pins on
Yeah.
it. You don't,
Oh,
have
yeah,
and
yeah.
you don't know the meaning of any of these.
No,
Poor Mr. X is pulling his hair out right now.
I know.
That's
I'm
all
probably
right, though.
gonna get a vicious email.
That's, I mean, oh, did you want to read? Someone wrote us a letter.
Yeah,
Did you
is
want to
it-
read just a snippet of it?
Is it time for
No, dude, someone wrote us an email, so we said we'd read it because it's silly.
Yeah, but I thought I got rid of it because you said, fuck it, we're not going to do that.
Oh.
You said, oh, that's old hat. Let me see if
Well,
I,
not all of it was
let
it?
me see if I erased it.
And I didn't say it was old hat. Oh, I did say it was old hat.
Yeah.
I'm just not into vaccines that much. I know they're bad for you. That's all I really need to know. Mr. X tells me he gives me the news on all that shit.
Yeah.
Was there something good in there or no?
Well, it's long, and I mean, you just can't.
Okay, no, then that's fine. My bad. I apologize for that.
It's all right. It's just saying, how bad shit really is, and it's pretty long, but
we know how bad shit is. I mean, do you really think that it's getting better? No.
Yeah.
All I see on my news feed is how we're bombing Gaza. Somebody's bombing
I know.
us. We're
I'm
bombing
so
them back.
sick of
It's
this
like,
fucking shit.
all right, well, now we have ourselves a real war.
Yeah.
And this is what everybody seems like they
Well,
wanted.
speaking of wars, it was 80 years ago yesterday, and I wish I would have mentioned this on yesterday's edition of this show because we had our little short fucking podcast.
Well, we just had a starter.
Yeah, but anyways, on October 30th, which was yesterday, oh man, what the fuck, man? That's my wife getting some kind of phone call or some bullshit. This is her. We're using her computer. What the fuck?
If she gets on the phone, will she talk through it? That's the
no,
funniest
but you know
thing
what?
ever.
You know what? It's gonna ring and ring.
We're still learning.
Because she's fucking sleeping. She's not gonna answer it. Oh man,
We're real.
I gotta figure out how to disconnect.
Yeah, we gotta figure that out pretty good. I mean, now. Okay. Well, keep on going.
Anyways,
yeah,
the radio play "War of the Worlds" starring Orson Welles.
Oh yeah,
aired on CBS.
What year?
1938, 80 years ago.
And that caused chaos and panic.
Well, yeah, using fake news bulletins and simulated on-scene reports to portray an invasion by Martians.
Mm-hmm.
The broadcast sparked panic among listeners who thought the dramatized events were authentic. Well, the thing is that's the same thing they're doing to us now, man. Fake news bulletins, simulated on-scene reports.
Okay.
They do a lot of
the news isn't even real. It just shows.
This wasn't real, but that's exactly what they still do. They saw the cause and effect.
I think the media pits us against.
And here's the other thing about this War of the Worlds bullshit. People think like everybody went into a fucking tizzy or a panic.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing this radio broadcast out of a station in New York, out of CBS, somewhere on Broadway or something, and fucking, he was using streets and towns and landmarks of a little town in New Jersey that was close by.
Mm-hmm.
So the people in that actual town were like, what the fuck is going on? But when they went outside and saw that nothing was going on, they knew that it was bullshit. So they didn't get into
panic.
Yeah, but it didn't cause as much of a fucking panic as they say it does now, 80 years later.
Yeah, but people still did freak out.
They did.
I mean, come on, they threw aliens at us and everybody just batted an eyelash. Like, all right, cool, what's next? They're like, we see people getting murdered every day on TikTok and shit like that.
Yeah, because you're inundated with so much bullshit.
Oh.
It's like...
I mean, fuck, when we only had a couple channels on the TV before cable, we got by. You know? We didn't have to be completely flooded.
I remember visiting my aunt and uncle out in Los Angeles when we were kids, and they had cable, and it was like, wow, holy fuck, man. Wow, this is some really cool shit,
And?
It was freaky.
Seen cable?
Yeah.
Well, just having more channels and different shit to watch. That's all it was.
Yeah, but back then, you know what, though? It didn't have commercials on it.
Mm.
Now we fucking pay for it, and they fucking stick it to you with a commercial as well.
We were talking about that Cops episode. How long was it? 22 minutes? 21
minutes?
minutes?
20 minutes.
Something like that.
Isn't that double dipping?
No.
Paying for the fucking channel and then also
they just want to brainwash
watching
people.
the commercial?
It's like
I know, but
the
that's
lowest
bullshit.
form of like MK Ultra.
It is bullshit.
It's, well, they want... Shoot, we were talking about this, how our fucking data is worth more than we are as human beings.
Yeah,
Think about it, they can make $1 million off a year off our data. If somebody's only making $30,000, $40,000 a year, that's crazy.
If you want to put a monetary price on a human being.
I mean, think about it. People are, but
if that's the kind of fucking person you are, you're that kind of guy, huh?
Yeah, been hanging out with my friend Shlomo, and what do you call? So I mean, if you think about that, like when I use my Jesus, Larry.
Oh, you took my fucking lighter that I took off the baby thing. Also, I want to point out that the lighters are removable, so you could, take them off, put them on at will. It's a good
You made me
thing.
lose my train of thought.
Oh man,
what are we talking about? Oh, this is great.
It must have been bullshit.
About your data. So
yeah.
when I'm using my navigation and shit, I'll stop at a stoplight, and it's like Wendy's, McDonald's, like they're literally just selling your data as you go along to these companies.
Well, they're just picking up on your signal, man.
Yeah, they're following you around, and then those companies are in on it, and everybody's fucking. Since the Patriot Act after 9/11, they've never really looked back.
No.
I mean, I don't even think that there's government psyops anymore. I think that it's more like homegrown shit.
And seeing
like people that are like, what do you call it?
And the thing is,
out.
the Patriot Act is so brutal because they pulled that shit on us, and it without us having a choice, but with everybody vehemently agreeing because we thought that we were in trouble when the whole time that they knew that again, I can't say the fucking name. Osama bin Laden.
Osama bin Hooten. Is that what you said yesterday?
Osama bin Laden.
How can you not say Osama bin Laden?
Osama bin Laden did
we
not.
We did a whole episode on 9/11.
I know. But you know that he wasn't responsible. If you listen to our episode at all, people, go
Edward
back and listen. And anybody that knows anything knows that.
What's that?
That he didn't do it.
Well, you know what? People are going to believe what. Some people want to find the truth out, and some people don't. Some people are just content being lemmings and just being fed shit, and you're going to eat bugs.
So, but here's the thing: they took away our rights on a lie, and they knew it.
I mean, as the country gotten worse,
and we didn't know it until later. Is the problem?
Well, we keep on just losing our rights every year. That's the problem. Soon we're going to have no fucking rights, and there's nothing good that comes of that. Just another communist state working for the man. Because that's all we're doing right now. We're just working for other countries, giving our money away.
Yeah.
Here you go. Take my shit. But what we're doing is the Democrats were saying is that we reinvest that money into American companies and then we send the equipment out to them. Okay, well, then why are you leaving it behind? How about you take it?
Right.
I mean, where the fuck's our Black Hawk helicopter and our Humvee? I want an armored personnel carrier. Armored.
Yeah, it would be cool to have like a Bearcat parked in the driveway.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. We're paying for this shit. What are they just leaving it there?
A little 50 cal gun coming off. I mean, I understand
hood. The shipping cost is egregious, but we're a superpower.
But here's the thing, though. They're willing to fucking spend billions and billions. I like that the people that were stuck in Israel. If you were an illegal immigrant wanting to come here or some kind of fucking whack job, come on over for free. We'll pay for the fucking flight. We'll have the taxpayers pay for everything, buddy. We'll give you a monthly salary, everything. But if you were an American citizen stuck in Israel, sorry, can't do nothing for you. Yeah, you had to pay for your own flight.
Right now.
Maybe not now, but in the beginning, that's what it was.
Well, they do a birthright.
They were making, you had to pay back. If you get a flight from from the United States government, you have to pay them back for the flight.
Okay, and?
That's fucked up. While they'll fly every fucking illegal immigrant all over the fucking place for free.
I do really want to talk about immigration.
No,
we all know
I'm
it's
just
bad.
saying that's fucked up that they got the backs of people of who knows who, but they don't get the backs of the fucking U.S. citizens.
I understand that, but the funny thing is all these people that backed this shit and voted for these people now are like, I love those videos when they go up to the people and they're like, hey, we have these 3 illegals with us. Can they come and stay with you? No, you know what I mean? Like, all these Democrats, it's like, okay, well, are they just asking when they're on the street? You know, and they're like, oh, I don't have enough room for them. Well, why the fuck do we as a country?
Anyone that had one of those yellow "Hope is Alive" signs in their fucking yard.
I don't know what that is.
You know, like
a sign that says
fucking
Hope is Alive.
virtue signaling to show Democrats live in this house and we're hard lefties and. You know, hope is alive.
Where is that?
You never seen that fucking
I don't
sign?
know. Maybe I have in passing, but I
Yeah,
don't recall
that's
it
all.
offhand.
It's a little sign, dude. It looks like, a lot smaller than a vote for me sign, but it's a little plastic
I understand
sign.
what a sign is.
That's
Larry.
all, brother.
I mean, Jesus, lay off the chiba.
And all of those people that had any kind of little yellow sign that says hope or anything like that in their yard
You
should
know
have
that
to.
they're suspect.
They should have to take a immigrant or two,
Okay.
maybe a whole family.
Maybe a whole family.
Yeah, if they have a spare room.
I mean, we live in this country, so we're kind of accountable for them.
I'm not.
Well,
I'm
just
not even
saying,
accountable for what I do.
You don't work. You're a sugar baby, so you're not paying taxes.
Oh, come on. Fuck you.
Well, you're not. I mean, that's the truth. Sugar baby summer's over. Now it's sugar baby snow. That's all right.
Snowing like a bitch today.
Yeah, but it did. It came out of nowhere. But still, I mean, if they keep on letting these people, the funny thing is now these places, what do they call them? Safe cities or
15-minute cities?
No. Sanctuary cities.
Sanctuary cities.
Yeah, where they're
Chicago
like,
is one.
Yeah, they're like, we can't handle
Of course
people
we
anymore. It's like, okay, well then the government just has it's like there's no communication between local and
Well, here's the thing. When they said
communism every day.
Okay, 10 years ago, when all these democratic places said sanctuary city, they were talking about the people that were already here and don't take them and drag them out. They weren't talking about flood the fucking system and bring as many motherfuckers as you could possibly fucking bring over.
Yeah, but they're letting it happen. It's like, what do you want to do?
No.
They tell these people.
What are you going to do?
These government agencies tell their subordinates to stand down and just let people walk. You know what I mean? Without any repercussions, no checking of anything. Like, I know they get some
I'm not
people.
going to stand down.
Huh?
I'm never standing down.
To who?
To
The
anything.
government? Well, I mean, is that the hill you're going to die on? Then that's the hill you're going to die on.
Maybe.
I respect that. Somebody's got
You got to die somewhere.
Huh?
You got to die on some
As long
hill.
as it's not with the boot on my neck, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, me too.
Because the way that this buffoon is taking us is to World War III.
Yeah.
I like my life. It's cool, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to be. We have a great
We're
life,
gonna
and
need-
everybody thinks we don't. And all of a sudden,
We're going to need those fake fucking...
start fucking throwing rocks in the Middle East.
You're going to have to get one of those fake spacesuits to save you from the nuclear fucking fallout and blast and shit.
I don't want to be alive after that.
I still
Fuck
have
that.
my...
I want to die.
I still have my cosmonaut suit.
No, I don't. I don't want to live. You want to live in an apocalypse?
No.
A nuclear apocalypse?
No.
You think people are safe in their bunkers? No, not at all.
But people in Japan lived on.
Well, yeah.
A nuclear apocalypse, they're not going
But
to
it's gonna
bomb
be
the whole
completely
world at
different
one
than that now.
time.
We're talking multiple. I mean, and we're in the range of it too. So, c'est la vie.
Okay.
Just got to ride it out, right? Don't have any say in it. Just start.
Well, the best possible,
another war with
the
another
best
country that
possible
means
place
business.
to be is have that motherfucker land right on you.
Why? I want to be in the radius. So I just evaporate.
That's what I'm talking about.
Don't land on me. You got to be in the radius.
Well, you'll be in the radius when it fucking goes off.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
I don't think it goes off on the ground, but you know
No, it goes
what I'm
above
saying.
the ground.
Yeah.
It explodes above
But
the
that's
ground.
what I'm
how it creates
saying.
that.
You want that thing to be right there.
It sucks
You
all
want
the
to be
air out of
right
you.
there. You don't want to live past that.
Ever watch the videos of that? It's crazy.
Oh yeah, man.
That is not radiation poisoning is not the way to go. I mean, look at your friends in Mother Russia. They love the poison people. That is their forte.
Uranium.
Stick it in your tea.
Uranium poison is a nice one.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
like
they've got
that.
a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
They don't really care about that shit, and everybody knows who it is once they get poisoned. I mean,
Right.
some guy got poisoned in Russia. Oh, some guy got poisoned in England, wasn't it, or Belgium or something? And who the fuck do you think it was?
It's funny. How about the one guy when he might have been a spy. I don't know if he was or not. And they accused him of it though. Or maybe he was a newspaper reporter. I can't quite remember. But they poisoned him and his daughter.
How long ago was this?
Shit, that
Recently?
we were on tour in Europe, so sometime between. It was probably like 2010.
Okay.
Something like that.
So they've probably, I know of three more poisonings. One was like Alexi something. Then they got another guy and his daughter.
Maybe that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, maybe. That was recent, though. I think.
Okay. Well, usually
I'm
the
not up on my
daughter is
Russian
an
poisoning
important
facts.
in those Russian spy things, in those Russian.
The Gulag?
No, in those Russian, those type of people that do spy type shit.
Like a honeypot.
Well, the daughter is a very important tool. Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
They use the daughter.
Well, she's brought up in that lifestyle.
And she's already a badass, hardcore fucking.
Yeah, she's bred for that shit.
By the time she's
Especially,
7,
she's a killer.
already spying.
Russians
and killed
don't fuck
someone.
around, man.
Yeah.
They really don't.
I know.
A lot of I've been reading a lot of funny things that Putin's dead, that he had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
God forbid, no, I didn't.
I mean,
I would vote for him right now.
Oh man, you have to wear a red armband in solidarity with your brethren and comrades.
Why are they sad? Did he die really?
I was just reading some stuff about it. I think it's so funny. Like, who knows what's real and who's not?
Yeah, there's so much bullshit.
I just read a news.
You know how many times I've heard that Putin was dead, and they had cancer, and he had a heart attack, and all these different things.
It's just funny though.
Yeah.
That like people just make fake news just to put it out there and like get us. I talk about it, but I think it's funny.
Everybody
everybody
out there should say a little prayer for Vlad.
If he dies,
I'm gonna cry.
Man, I'm gonna get you sent to Russia. I'm gonna call it Homeland Security on you. We're gonna take a screenshot of this and we're gonna send it right to him, which is very funny. Especially
Homeland Security would probably fucking come and give me a job because they're like, oh, he's already he already likes communism. He'll be right along with our program.
Yeah, this is perfect for you.
Yeah, they'll be like, here, just give him a different
Operation
uniform.
Paperclip. Are you good with numbers or chemicals?
Exactly. I'll say yes, yes, and yes.
Yeah, that's all you're going to learn to say from that point on.
Yes,
Once
sir.
the communist regime takes over and makes you start nailing bullets together.
Oh,
by hand. That's all I see is like a Russian sweatshop.
Mm-hmm.
Dudes are like swinging hammers.
Nah,
like
they got technology and shit, man.
I'm just saying. I like the old CCCP.
Dude, when I was in Poland,
the hammer's cool.
We were in Poland, and you're driving around the country and shit.
Backwards.
No. When you drive, say like you're driving around the United States, and you're going out in the farmland, and you see the rows of whatever it is that they're planted, and there's all these rows, and they're perfectly straight. And I was in Poland, and I'm looking at the little field. And first of all, the fields are a lot smaller.
I saw a one-armed guy in a tree.
And it was all, and so I waved to him, and he fell. And I'm looking at the field, and the lines are all crooked, every line. And they're not like together either. They're each one, and they're all done separately. And I looked.
They all know.
The dude was fucking using a horse with a plow, man, like Green Acres, with one fucking thing, with one row at a time.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, wow, man, that must take a lot of fucking time to do that.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're really relying on this animal.
And I don't even think it was a horse. It might have been like a fucking donkey.
Or something?
Yeah.
That
and I was
sounds
just like,
horrible. Actually, that
wow,
sounds
man.
cool. I could live off
It
the
was
grid like
wild.
that.
And you know what? In every little field was those crooked ass fucking lines all over the place.
Imagine just having to live with
Squiggly,
yourself, with your memories and your mind. And that's it. Maybe
what
grow a
else do
little
you
weed.
have, man?
Huh? Well,
That's
you have
it.
telephones and TV and all this other shit. Just being stuck out
Oh,
there.
well, just because they got cell phones and shit
Well, I'm
too.
just
Just
saying,
because they're
living off the
plowing the
grid like
field
that.
without a machine doesn't mean they don't have a cell phone.
I'm not talking about them, Larry. I'm just saying living off the grid.
Yeah,
Is that the ultimate goal of anyone, or are people destined to be stuck in these suburban hellholes?
I don't think it's anybody's fucking goal. First of all, all the kids today, man, their fucking main goal is to be a TikTok star or be an OnlyFans whore or fucking
a horrible life.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They think they're gonna be millionaires from showing their clothes or putting on makeup or whatever the fuck
shaking
it
your
is.
ass in front of the camera.
Shaking your ass
Getting
in front
nude.
of the camera. And
Doing
so,
all the
and
naughty
then
things.
and then it just degenerates further and further. But kids actually don't do anything make videos and think they're going to be millionaires.
They try to monetize them.
But every single fucking person is trying to do that.
There's billions of people trying to do that.
You know, I learned a long time ago to just say, fuck it. Who cares? You got to approach it like the punk rock ethos,
boy.
like, you
Larry's
know, like
philosophy
the rock.
corner.
You can't be in it for the money or else.
But that's what the stage of our society is in right now.
I know.
Like we're into this technical
that's why they're
digital age.
That's why they're never going to go anywhere or have any enjoyment or succeed at anything else besides that. Because when they don't, you know, when one of the million kids that becomes the millionaire, okay, great for him or her. But how about the other, 999,000?
Yeah, and you have to sustain it. You have to do like, I was watching this thing about these OnlyFans models, what they have to do
never
to
gonna
stay
be
relevant.
Yeah.
It's a full-time job.
Yeah.
With pictures all day, videos,
Yeah.
like talking to people. Like, it just sounds, it's
like,
horrible.
look at how lazy we are with this. We tweet like a couple times here and there, a few times a week, maybe 5 times a week. 3 times in one day, and then we don't do it for a couple days, and then...
Yeah, no, I understand that.
when you're doing that, you have to be consumed with that, and therefore you have no other skills other than maybe
want to talk to you,
teaching people how to do that.
Let alone people on the internet.
And that would be where the real money is to teach people how to do that. Like what my nephew... How to stay relevant and
oh man, that sounds like a horrible existence.
But that would be like the only person that makes money, like in the old days at the gig.
Well, it's like a pimp.
The only guy that made money was the guy that came with the PA. They'd say, well, the PA rental was like $300. I'm talking back in like 1980.
How did we get to this point?
Well, I'm just saying that's the same thing they're doing now with that.
With what?
Forget it, moron.
I was doing that on purpose, though.
Fucking doofus.
But no,
what a doofus. This lady, now you know what the nice thing about the video aspect is now you can see what a doofus looks like. This fucking doof.
This is a special needs helmet. It's not a
he doesn't wear that. That helmet is not for fun.
No, it's a medical.
He's got to wear
medical
it.
helmet.
I remember when I was a kid in Little League. And this kid, he had a helmet that he had to wear, like the batting helmet, even when he was in the outfield and all this shit. And I was like, why does he have to wear the helmet? And the coach tells me he's got a plate in his head. And I'm thinking...
Is he a nom?
Well, I didn't, I was so young. I'm thinking like, a plate?
Like a dish plate?
Yeah, like a dinner plate.
Yeah.
Like, how does he have a plate in his head? And I just never asked any questions. I was just like, okay.
So do you wear a helmet everywhere?
And no, just when we were playing baseball.
Could you use a microwave around him?
I have no idea. I didn't know the kid other than he was on Little League with
I get
me.
headaches when it gets.
I was never on the same team as him, but I asked about
in
it.
his head.
Yeah.
Do you have to? I don't.
And then I remember asking my mom and dad, "Hey, have you ever heard of anyone having a plate in their head?" And my dad's like, "Oh yeah."
Well, yeah.
And so I'm thinking, what the fuck? The kid has a plate in his head?
I wonder how that goes. Do they have to like cut your head open again and redo the plate? Because when you grow,
I don't know, man. It's fucked up, brother.
If you grow, then you're gonna have to probably.
Oh yeah.
Like you're gonna have
and you know what else though too?
Compensate for
this
the
kid
growth.
was like, he did have an oversized melon. Like
you just realized this right now?
No, I didn't just realize this, but he probably did grow further
the baseball
from that.
helmet made him look like a bobblehead doll.
Yeah, he did. It looked like fucking
What was his
Ron
name?
Santo fucking
Stewie?
bobblehead day. Yeah,
Frankie.
he looked like Stewie. Oh, what was his name?
What was his name?
I don't remember his fucking name, man.
Good old oblong head.
Yeah.
Well,
Good old Oblong.
dude, should he have been
We called
playing
him
baseball?
Obby.
He probably shouldn't have been playing baseball. If you got to wear a helmet.
That's why he had the helmet.
I mean, I understand that. Even in the outfield, if he gets donked on the head,
yeah.
what happens?
Well, you know what? This kid was good. He was the fucking pitcher.
It was like an on-off. Oh man, like
Dude,
an
he
on-off
could-
switch if it hits you in the plate.
He could fire it in faster than a grown adult. We were like fucking 8 years
But
old.
every
or
once in a
9
while,
years
he
old.
bit you. That's all right. They'd have to get the stick out.
Down, boy.
Get away. That's all right. He's got a plate in his head.
Exactly.
So he's kind of.
You understand, though.
Yeah, I
Now.
understand, but I really don't understand.
When I was a kid, I was just fucking blown fucking away. A plate in his head. What the fuck is it? I'm thinking it must be like a saucer, like a tea saucer. It can't possibly be a full size plate. And I was thinking maybe they took a piece of the plate. And then my parents, they don't explain any further. I'm like, have you ever heard of anyone have a plate? Oh yeah. And then that's it. They don't say, it's not a regular. They didn't
elaborate into that.
Yeah, like you would tell your son, son, it's not a regular plate. That's what they call it.
It's a metal plate, which makes it even more fathomable.
Yeah.
You understand, right?
Now I get it.
Yeah. Jesus, let me see that joint, please. Just look at that thing. What the heck?
It's fucking stellar. Yeah, don't forget about those lighters at Tom's, y'all. So, anything happen else exciting while you were fucking trick-or-treating today?
No, not at all.
No. So
just that it's very paganism. Little kids dressed up like devils.
I didn't participate in the devil.
People with blood on their face, like
yeah. When we came,
I understand for little kids, it's cool, it's funny.
When we were coming out of Walgreens, that kid that
very Luciferian.
Yes, that kid that was like a grown adult. Well, actually, he was bigger than us, with the clown makeup. Looked a little bit like the Warriors.
I don't understand.
Clockwork Orange or something.
This is like this is some people the most special day.
They love this fucking day.
Like
this is the day, brother.
I just don't understand it. I really don't. I mean,
this is the day to pray, everybody. Everybody that fucking cares.
If I work with you, I don't need to see you in a fucking clown costume, because
that's the truth.
Unless you're dressed like a sexy cop or a sexy nurse, and you're not a dude.
Right.
I'm cool with that. But anything else besides that, grown dudes dressed like, what I saw a lot of.
You don't want to go to Boys Town on Halloween.
Couples costumes really make me want to punch someone.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah. Oh, you love each other so fucking much.
Yeah. Piss off.
Yeah.
Get out of here with that shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not that
I
type
couldn't
of person.
agree more.
I'm not that type of person, though. There's people like that.
I didn't dress up for Halloween much past the fucking phase of trick-or-treating. And then even at the end of still trick-or-treating, like going around with no costume.
Yeah.
And most people gave you candy still, but some people would be like, you don't have a costume, kid. Get the fuck out of here.
They would say that?
Yeah. Oh. And not give you any candy.
And then you'd egg their house and slash their tires?
Yeah. And then we'd break their windows. We were in Little Nicky.
I thought you only said you did businesses in school.
Oh, yeah. Not on Halloween, though.
That was open season. That was your
Halloween was
night.
Fucking open season.
Oh, my God.
Exactly. We didn't know any better, man. We were dummies.
Yeah, I mean, it really does transpire in a lot of ways, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But some people, like we were talking about, this is their whole existences today.
Mm-hmm.
I knew some people that loved their house was like all Halloween all year round.
Anton LaVey, the writer of the Satanic Bible, says...
I'm fine right now.
He said he was glad that there was at least one day a year that Christian parents let their kids worship the devil.
Okay.
That was his take on Halloween.
Well, I don't know how.
This is the night, man. You know what's weird? When we were in Walgreens getting that beer and shit. I was looking at a magazine rack and they had The Exorcist, Witches, Night of the Living Dead. 8 different magazines. I thought I'd be able to remember the names, but there was 8 different fucking satanic fucking magazines. Oh, hauntings, haunted houses, all this shit. And I'm thinking, wow, look at this. There's 8 rags. And I know it's Halloween time and shit, but man, they really, really, really want to push that shit. And they want you to feel like it's not a big thing. They want you to think that it's no big deal. But the truth is
what's the truth, Larry?
It is a big deal, man. It's fucking...
To who?
It's a big deal if you don't want to fucking burn, brother. It should be a big deal to you, but if you don't care,
I'm not the one dressing up.
No, I know. But that's what they do to the kids, though, and they desensitize them and they make them think cool. And they were, oh, look, cool, The Exorcist. ha ha ha. They laugh. They think it's just a movie.
I mean,
but people do get fucking
sucked
possessed
up into
and shit like that. Yeah, they do.
You know
they do.
what? I don't see the connection between a little kid.
No, it just eases
it
just eases it in. It makes it more
Epstein
accessible to them. Yeah, it's a grooming thing. It makes it more accessible to them when they get older.
Let me tell you,
to become that slutty nurse
is
or
already
that
making
fucking
everything accessible.
Chainsaw Massacre
kids
guy.
don't need help. Everything's accessible.
They don't need help.
Man, video games are crazy still.
But I'm telling you, they're helping them along like a motherfucker with this shit.
It's an agenda that they push. I mean, think about it. Halloween is just a fucking made up day. You know what I mean? It's not. It has no significant value to anybody. The only people that are making people give this just.
The rubber.
You know what? I was thinking
people?
about this. No, listen. I was thinking about this. We are
make rubber masks?
the only country and the fattest country, and we give one day where we give candy to children.
That's it, bro.
Isn't that crazy? Okay, so my kid comes up to me, and he's got like a big pumpkin, big ass pumpkin, and I got a plastic bag, just like a bag from the grocery store,
right?
And he just dumps it all in there, and it fills the whole plastic bag, and it's like huge candy bars, king size candy bars and shit, and he doesn't eat that much sugar, but I'm like, holy shit, man! Look at
this week. He does.
There's like 5 pounds of candy in one fucking bag.
You didn't bring none, motherfucker.
No, I don't eat that shit.
What about me, bitch?
I don't care about you.
You're a fucking jagoff.
I will
See,
choke
that's
you the
why this
fuck
guy
out right now.
People.
America will stand against Russia.
Here's the
right
thing,
now.
man. You got to know that.
What's that? Tell me what I got to know.
No, I'm telling you. You already know.
Yeah, why don't you
I'm
say that in
telling
a
the
Russian
people.
accent?
I'm telling the people out there.
I will put you in an armbar.
This fucking guy, man.
Oh, okay. Now you're gonna talk shit about America. Turned into a weird debate all of a sudden.
It's like the Rocky movie. You got that fucking hat on.
From the people, to the people, for the people.
I got the Russian thing going.
That's what I was saying.
I didn't see the movie, but I saw like commercials.
Did you see Rocky?
I saw the first one.
Oh, okay. Well, you're not really missing anything.
Yeah, I saw the first one in the movie theater.
Yeah.
And then I might have saw the one with Mr. T because some girlfriend had some videotape maybe, and we watched it as kids.
I'm sure that wasn't her and a black guy.
Yeah, maybe. And then other than that, man, I never got into Rocky.
Yeah.
It's very cheesy, right?
Yeah.
It's fake as fuck.
Well, now, I mean, back then it was cutting edge. I think he sold everything he had, sold his dog to make the script, and then...
He did? For real? In real life?
Yeah, and then, like...
Wow.
I think he made a porno, too. But...
Doesn't everybody?
I haven't.
At least... No.
Have you?
No.
Oh, okay, that didn't sound too reassuring the way you said that. Yeah, let me have some more alcohol.
No, I haven't.
What did you say now? No, that's, you know what, that always seems to go to...
Was that Mary calling me?
Huh?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh. Remember when they used to have in Playboy, like, some chick would get into a scandal and then she'd pose in Playboy? Or like Hustler or something?
Well, no,
like
here's what would happen.
Jessica Hahn did it. She had with Jim Baker.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was, there's been a bunch. I just can't think. I'm stoned right now, so I can't think.
I remember back in the day that Larry Flint, you know, who
God rest his soul, R.I.P. Larry Flint.
R.I.P. Larry Flint, would offer all the time.
He was a real American.
Yes, he was. And here's how American he was. He would put in ads, in full-page ads in Hustler.
Did he try to get the sex tapes from someone? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay, well, no, here's what he did. He would put in full-page things saying that he was offering $1 million, and then he would up the price, $5 million, whatever, to get Jackie O to come in and do a thing. And then somebody, I think it was in Hustler, finally they
Was she
did.
the first lady at this point?
No, it was after.
Okay.
But, you know, they thought she was hot, I guess, and she was, you know, whatever.
She was okay for back then.
Yeah, she was no...
Bridget Bardot?
No, she was no... What's Trump's wife? You know, whatever.
Ivanka Trump?
No, I think that's his daughter. Melania? But, yeah, I take his daughter, too, though. She's beautiful, too.
You're just You're like the "This is your brain on drugs" commercial.
So here's what they did. Then a couple years later,
Yeah.
after a few years of them putting those ads like that, somebody did collect the money and got naked pictures of her
Really?
gallivanting around on some yacht from far away with a telephoto lens.
Jeez,
but she was
people
bush,
are
bush,
creeps, man.
tits, everything.
What a
ass.
creep, dude, to go through
Yeah,
this. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
And they published these motherfuckers in Hustler. He must have had a lens that was 10 feet long.
out in the middle of the. She's in international water.
Right. Exactly.
Jesus.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And you know what?
And
the
so
distance
I
a
remember
creep will
looking at the
go.
pictures when I was a kid, and I didn't even know who the fuck she was, because I'm like, who the fuck is Jackie O? And then my dad explained to me, see, that was Kennedy's wife. I'm like, who the fuck was Kennedy?
Oh man.
Because I was,
Guy that got killed by the government.
but you know what? It was before I was born, so I really didn't. They didn't talk about Kennedy daily like they do now. It wasn't like, at least not to kids. It wasn't conspiracy theories flying left, right, and center like it is today with the computer and shit.
Well,
So I didn't know until later, until I saw that Hustler who Kennedy was, and then my dad explained who Kennedy was to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said,
And
you
they
gotta be a
did.
real
A real low
creep,
life.
man.
Yeah.
You're just chasing her down, just trying to catch her naked. Like,
Well, here's the thing. You probably just stumbled on her. This low life.
I don't know about
He's
that.
probably.
I mean, the lead.
No, this.
He just hit your mic.
Listen, though, this guy's probably
guy's gotta
doing
be
that to every boat he sees.
You know, he's gotta. I mean, this guy's got to put a trailer on his lens. Actually, they make. I mean, imagine that lens.
Yeah,
What a
but he
real-
probably
I mean,
does
he's
that
just
to
like,
every boat he
ooh,
sees.
perfect.
But those paparazzi guys, they know the right boat, and they're like, "Oh, that boat just took off out of the harbor." That
Well, yeah, they're paying.
I
people
can't
off
think
and
of his
greasing
fucking
wheels.
name, but
Oh, the fucking off.
something Onassis was the fucking oil tycoon that she married after
Was it?
Kennedy. Yeah, that's why they called her Jackie O, because it was
Oh.
Jackie Kennedy Onassis.
I thought he did shipping.
He was a shipping
He was a
guy, but
shipping
he also
magnate.
had a badass yacht where his bitch gallivanted around naked.
I don't know.
That's what it was in Hustler.
I mean,
dude.
I wouldn't want to chase. Like,
Larry Flint didn't print no
like
lies.
the photographers where they take like upskirt shots of like celebrities. They wait for them to get out of the car and get the right. No, that sounds like a great.
Those are the
job, dude.
best.
Let me tell you.
I still want to
This
get
is Larry Jones, photographer. You just do upskirts.
Larry Needle's shoe cam. Trademark.
You can also take pictures. You got to walk around with the thing. Clicking the
It's a
button.
big, yeah, right.
The flash.
It's got a
Is it
big,
the flash?
a big long bicycle cable, like a brake cable.
Yeah, it's running through your jeans. It just comes out right here. Well, it looks more like a pervert. You with your hand in your shirt or the flash going off and the women changing. Actually, you would be more of a
You
guy,
could stick
bathroom
your
guy.
foot right under the door.
Yeah, just do it crawling around the toilet. They're not going nowhere.
Exactly.
But, so, I mean, that's patent pending too.
Totally.
So, don't take that idea.
Yeah. I think we already patent pended it on a much earlier episode.
Did you ever see
If
the
I
guys
remember.
using the leaf blower, and they'll like go blow chicks' skirts up, or they blow off black girls' hair?
No. I like
Very
it though.
silly. I don't know if it's real, but man, some of them do get mad. It seems like they have mess with the black girl's hair.
Yeah.
That's one way to get slapped.
Yeah. I remember when Grant would tell me about when he lived in Atlanta on Saturday and Sunday mornings. He said there'd be tumbleweaves from the girls fighting the night before and getting their hair yanked out. They're fighting and beating the shit out of each other in some parking lot, all drunk. And then the next day, the hair would be blowing around the streets. Oh,
It's
man.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's like a cigarette button.
Tumbleweaves.
Dude, you see them all the time too. That's what I don't know shit about hair, so
Yeah.
that's what they just rip them. They just like put them in and they just rip them out. That's funny.
No, but dude, no. That has to be sewed in, and it's
really?
not. Yeah, it's not like just putting on a wig or
Hence the
weaving in
weaving term.
putting in a. Yeah, it's really a process. You know, they go buy the hair and shit. I know all about it because I read.
Man, so many things I want to say, but keep that for when we shut the camera off.
Well, I know all about it because I read this book called The Real Trayvon Martin, and then, or no, not The Real Trayvon Martin. It was called, I forgot, man. But his, I forgot what the fucking thing was called. And I also, so I will tell you on the next episode the title of this book and DVD. You can read it and then watch it, or vice versa. The book was really good, man.
I don't fucking believe you, but that's fine.
And this girl that he went out with, Diamond.
Yeah.
Diamond? Yeah, and she was fucking.
That a stage name or was that a real name?
Wow.
It sounds like a stage name.
It was a fake name.
Okay, I imagine that.
But you know what? She went by that for years, and her family called her that.
I'm sure
and it
she
was Haitian, and she was black though, but she was fucking beautiful. Mm-hmm. And
she took your wallet.
Well, it's a big thing, but it's, you know, it's all about Trayvon Martin. She was hooked up with him.
I forgot about that.
It was Trayvon Martin's, not really his girlfriend, but he wanted it to be his girlfriend.
All right.
And she was fucking making that kid crazy, and that was one of the reasons
Women will
he
do
went
that to
off
you,
on
man.
that George Zimmerman guy.
They say drugs and money are bad. It's women.
And George Zimmerman, you know, he was Hispanic, but his name should have been Jorge, but for some reason, at the last minute, they called him George. And so the media just made him out to be a white supremacist guy. But the truth was, he was one of those
How the hell
big...
did we get on this, man?
Because of the weaves. Because of the weaves. Because of the weaves.
Oh, yeah,
and,
man,
and
you
so,
just went into a... You
and
caught me slipping there for a minute.
People, and George Zimmerman...
All right, okay.
He was actually a big brother to a couple of black kids that he would take them out and get pizza, bring them bowling, fucking...
I got a black friend. Okay,
well,
whatever.
no. He was like one of those big brothers, like you sign up and they say, okay, these kids are troubled.
I mean, listen, man, I don't...
So fuck you. You've seen them
Nobody
commercials, right?
Shot.
Where they say...
People, you know what I mean? People should carry guns, but they should be responsible with them.
This kid was beating his fucking head against the ground for a long time.
The one thing I do respect about the Israelis, the IDF, is that they train their people. Everybody should be trained to some extent.
Well, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing.
To defend themselves.
The kid was not guilty. George Zimmerman was not guilty. And let me tell you something else. Obama used that.
Oh, man.
Obama used that. Bathhouse Berry used that for his second term because exactly what he wanted to happen happened. Because he knew that George Zimmerman was not guilty, and he knew that he would get off, and he knew that it would fucking make the people pissed off. Everybody on the left would vote for Obama then again for a second term.
Look at the Rodney King trial. The news blew that out of proportion to such a...
Yeah.
And I mean, listen, nobody's right in that situation, but the media is what drives us to do horrible things.
But we don't know the politics of the shit back then. Like, we don't know what was going on with the...
There's no more
who was the
innocent until proven
senator
guilty.
in California back then? Who was the president back then?
Yeah.
I don't remember all that shit because I didn't connect all that shit like I do now.
Well, yeah.
And I didn't read books and things like that back then. I was, I was in my 20s.
Woken up.
And fucking wanting to get high and
not pay attention. And then when you finally do pay attention, you're like, man, this is fucked up.
Right.
What's been going on my whole life.
I should have just fucking stayed the other way.
This has been going on before you were born. Now it's just a whole new breed of what they want, you know what I mean? Communism, nihilism.
Yeah.
Nothing, destroying middle-class families.
Nihilistic as fuck.
Yeah. But
that's why we have such a cheerful show.
it is.
We talk about all that happy shit.
It could be a lot worse. That's why we indulge. Because it might be our last day, the way things are going.
It might very well be, man. It's definitely the end of days.
End is
The best thing is Amforth. he was like, I remember back, maybe in 2010 when everybody's talking about this Mayan calendar and they say that the world is going to be over in December 12th of 2012 and all that shit. And they had the fucking movies in the theaters and all this bullshit. And Danforth was like, no, I know. But he's like, that was his retirement plan.
Huh?
That was Mark's retirement plan.
The Mayan calendar?
Yeah, and he's like, if the world don't end on on December 12th, 2012, Larry, I am fucked. Or December 21st, or whatever the fucking date was. And because that was his 401k plan. And then when it didn't end, of course, a couple weeks later, he's like, dude, I am fucked, man.
I mean,
it was kind of funny.
Usually,
that was his 401k.
Before you say you're fucked. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is all the wheels.
But here's the thing: if you're really, really fucked, and everybody's pitching this Mayan calendar bullshit, and you're, a gullible guy that's exactly.
You want you to believe the world's gonna end. Ooh.
You're gonna spend everything you have on fucking December 20th
on MREs and heroin.
And when it doesn't end the next day, you're gonna be
like, a handgun.
Fuck, man.
So when you're all out of everything, you can kill yourself.
Yeah.
Or, because who wants to live in this existence, right?
Yeah.
But anybody believe there's people that, they thought JFK Jr. was going to come back? Come on, that's very silly. People think that.
Oh, he's alive.
Okay. How do you know this? You met him?
No, I haven't met him.
Oh, then how do you know he's alive?
One of my friends met him.
Oh, one of your friends met him. Who's that?
My friend.
Do I know this guy?
No, you
don't. I
don't.
know everybody you know, Larry.
My buddy Richie.
Oh, your buddy Richie. I've never met him. Where's he from?
He had a cigarette back in the day with JFK.
Oh, really?
When he was still alive.
Oh, back in the day.
Yeah, and he had a picture with him, and I remember my wife was so pissed. She was so jealous. She's like, "You motherfucker."
He was a sex symbol.
Yeah.
I mean, the Kennedys just don't.
All the chicks liked
him.
They
don't have any luck, do they? They tried to take everybody out. See,
that's their thing.
They almost got RFK.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if that's what they want us to believe.
Well,
that could be another thing too. They
could
deny
be.
It's a Secret Service detail.
It's a lot of psyops. The other thing is I don't know. Well, he's just a guy that's going to be like, the Ross Perot.
Well, he's
running
the election
now. But he's going to suck up votes from here and there, and
it's not going to be enough to handle.
He's going to maybe skew the election, but he's not going to fucking help it. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's too bad. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about RFK.
We're just going to keep on electing old people.
If there was an entire party full of people like him with a fucking brain, but they don't want someone with a brain. They want someone with an ego and someone that's a dummy that they can push around and push and tell them what's going to happen, obviously. Just like who they got now.
This guy's almost dead.
Yeah,
he really is. He looks.
Well, they're going extreme. They're going extreme with this guy. But think about all the presidents we've had, except for Trump. They're all just getting told and fucking seeing how.
You really don't know what was going on behind the scenes with Trump.
No, I don't.
Okay, so on the surface, he was the lesser of two evils. People didn't like him.
On the surface, he was the lesser of two evils. That's about it.
Still don't like him. There are people dedicated to hating him every day, and then there's people that are dedicated to loving him every day. Well, it's crazy.
Yeah,
how
there is.
People are fanatical about this guy.
That's extremism. I got to blow my fucking nose.
Okay, but people are very fanatical. I was reading this thing about they had like Trump syndrome or something like that. Like, what's up?
I'm showing my
your medals.
Yeah.
Okay. You're a power bottom in the Fanuc army.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's fine. But fuck, I lost what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Shit.
You're talking about Trump and the people that are fanatical.
That are so fanatical about him. Like they have stores dedicated.
Man, I got to remember everything.
I don't know about that, but they have like stores dedicated to him throughout the United States. So I don't know. I mean, I just don't want to be. I just don't want to be involved in war.
I don't know about throughout the United States.
It's like
I haven't seen any in this whole state.
I said throughout the United States. There might be one down south.
I went all the way down south.
Okay, well, all right, Larry. I mean, shit, man.
2 different routes all the way down to the southern tip of Illinois.
35 states, Larry. How's that? Is that
Okay,
better?
yeah,
All
okay.
Right. I didn't say all 50.
I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
Thanks, Larry. You're an ass clown.
Well, listen, motherfucker.
People get really fanatic.
We want to stay factual.
Huh?
We want to be factual on this show.
Man, you wouldn't know facts if it sat on your face. You really are. I mean, just a horrible person. I can't believe you're doing this on camera. I mean, this is like rule number 1. And then you just put the tissues there, man. Oh,
it's off.
Jesus,
it's off.
Larry.
Or I'll throw them in the garbage. Fucking, what a...
You are such garbage. I mean, you just can't. You just.
Here's the thing, man.
Well, what's the thing, man?
You're in a band for many years, starting from Little Nicky. You lose all your manners. They go right out the fucking window.
Your Sex Pistols voice.
I ain't got no fucking manners.
There you go. Fucking asshole. Everything's got to come back to how Larry kissed dudes in the band all the time.
Oh man,
that's all right. You got to relive your fantasies, Larry.
Yeah.
Things getting a little hot in there. Started talking about gay stuff. The jacket heats up.
You're fucking hilarious, buddy.
I'm not trying to be. I just like ripping.
Good, because you're not.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Now you're cracking yourself up. Oh yeah, thanks to Shorty yesterday for coming by and helping us out.
Yeah, that's the main thing, man. That's why we got videos. Because of my nephew, Alex. He is the best fucking kid out there. This kid is really, really cool.
So, thank you very much.
He did a lot of work for us that I would have never have been able to figure out. So I really, really...
It's difficult getting old and having to like...
Yeah.
I mean, like, I couldn't even navigate 3/4 of... I know how to look for porn. I know how to, like, Google shit. And that's really, like, you know what I mean? Like, I would have to download files. I'm like, I don't know, man.
I don't know how to...
I don't have a computer.
I don't know how to Google shit, but I know how to look for porn, and I know how to tweet. And I could do this camera shit.
Look at us, man. Getting better every day.
Now I can do the camera thing.
It's all about getting better.
And I know how to work,
right,
and I could work the computer on the little recording, the digital audio workstation. So
well,
that's pretty. I'm pretty computerized for a fucking old man.
And a real dope addict.
Thanks, pal.
I mean, you are. I mean, Jesus, man, this guy. Holy crikey, he smoked like 3 joints.
No, man, that's not. I'm not a dope addict.
Yeah, you're a
People
real
take
doper.
that the wrong way. I don't use fucking drugs.
Just reefer.
Smoke a little weed.
A little. You just smoke 3 joints.
Smoke a little weed
4
here
ball
and there.
hits. But that's all right though. You got to keep it going, man.
You do, man. You got to keep the party going.
Keep that well-oiled machine you have over there.
Keep the well-oiled machine oiled. Nice and oiled.
Reefer and cigarettes and PBR.
You know.
Real.
Diet of champs.
Just like God himself. A different grain of wood.
Speaking of God himself, the next day, tomorrow, is...
What's that?
All Saints Day.
What does that mean?
It's some other bullshit. You know
Okay,
what?
well,
That's Catholic. That's Catholic bullshit.
Regal.
No, because I just want to reiterate that they carry it on to the next day. Their celebration continues.
What is it?
In
what
disguise.
Is All Saints Day?
I don't know. It's some kind of Catholic
Why you
thing.
bring it up? Would you just bring something up and have nothing to come back with?
Yeah, I did.
Probably has something to do with saints, right? You can bullshit me for a minute.
Yeah, it is something to do with
it's
like something to do with saints, and it's
what?
And it's like St. Patrick's Day or St. Joseph's Day. It really doesn't mean anything because
somewhere it means something.
Who's to make who a saint? Who the fuck sainted these people? Some pope or somebody? So I don't think that
try
fucking.
To keep my distance from the Vatican.
Me too, and I don't think he has any authority in my world or in my life.
Who's that?
The Pope, and I don't think he should be able to fucking call out who's going to be a fucking saint.
Just like anything, the Pope's just a fucking patsy. He doesn't really control anything.
He's the head of the fucking satanic organization, man. He's pretty up
Do you
there.
think that he goes to every meeting and there's so much going on there.
They need him there.
He
His
just gets
head
cliff
spins
notes.
around and shit. He's fucking spitting fire. He's shooting beams out of his eyes.
He's like a superhero?
Yeah, except he's really fucking evil.
An evil superhero.
They go in this serpent room, man. They got this throne that he sits in that looks like a fucking a cobra coming over him and
that
shit.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks like it would be the stage for like some kind of fucking
King
death
Snake or
metal
something?
band. Yeah, it's real devilish. You'd like it.
That's fine. Sounds
You'd
pretty
like
cool.
it.
Who built this from? I mean, and why is it?
I don't know who built it.
Is this real,
It's
or are you
old.
just
It's in
making
the
this shit up?
Vatican. No, man, there's pictures of it all over the place.
Okay, I'll believe
It's
it.
legit. And the Pope is there, and there's horns coming out of his head, and he's fucking breathing fire, like I said. And it's fucking bad. It's really bad.
Well, the Vatican controls. I mean,
How about this,
they're
man?
their own entity.
Washington, D.C.,
Mm-hmm.
the Queen's little fucking palace at Buckingham Palace, and the Vatican are three places that are places unto themselves that don't belong to the surrounding area, that have they don't have to abide by any laws.
Well,
They could do whatever the fuck
I don't
they
know.
want.
They can't abide by no. I don't know
Well-
about that. I mean, they have. It's not like they haven't. There's a track record of what's going on there. But what do they usually do? Brush it under the rug, or they exile this person, or excommunicate him. Right? They don't. They make them. They had nothing to do with them. I mean, look what they did with all the church scandals. We were talking about this. Would they tear serial killers' houses down?
Yeah.
But they keep the churches up because those generate revenue.
And also the guys that do the fucking weird shit, all the satanic child pedophile shit, they don't even get fired. They don't even go to jail. They get moved to another fucking position in the same company that they already worked in.
Well, they just move them to a different diocese.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Shift them to another place where you could fucking
do the same thing.
Yeah, and it's
the most
fucked,
heinous
man.
things ever.
It's fucked
and then
up.
cover it up and keep on doing it. I mean, some of these people were moving out of the country. That's the extent that.
And
these
our
guys
Pope
were.
that we have now, not our Pope, but the Pope that's in there now.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be your Pope, but he's
He's
not my Pope.
I didn't vote for him.
Me either. He was one of the head molesters. And so, you know who else was a high satanic fucking molester? Was the German fucker, Ratzinger.
Okay.
You know, whatever
No, I
his
don't
name
know.
was. The
to
Hitler
elaborate
Youth
on this
guy.
guy.
He was a Hitler Youth kid when he was
Okay.
little. And,
So he's a Gestapo person.
you know, a lot of people say they forced him to do it, but he was one of the ones that said, I loved it. I loved being Hitler Youth. And then
you're gonna get psychopaths and sickos and sociopaths.
and then he is the only motherfucker that quit. You
Started
know,
his own
most of
branch?
these cocksuckers die in office.
Oh.
He's the
well,
one that quit.
how do
Remember
they
when
die
the
in
Pope
office?
quit back? Remember when the Pope quit maybe fucking 10 years ago?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
All that shit with the smoke, different colors
Yeah,
smoke.
like the black smoke.
Back
and the
then, me
white
and my
smoke.
wife were watching BBC News. We used to think it was real. We were so fucking brainwashed.
Well, you were watching the news, yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
well, no,
BBC 'cause
it's all
reputable.
lies.
It's so reputable.
Well, we thought
Where's
it was.
the 9/11 tapes, ass clowns?
We thought it was.
We know you lost all the originals and the tapes and the backups. Everything.
I used to like Al Jazeera. I don't know if that was true or fake,
No, that's even more. I mean,
but I think that was some good,
that's
interesting
definitely
shit.
some orange pill stuff there. Who
that was
knows
my
even what
my
that is.
favorite news, really.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool seeing dudes cruise around in the desert in trucks with guns.
Yeah, they talked about everything, though.
Yeah, they have World Forum and stuff.
Yeah,
But
but the
it's
thing is
encapsulated
we actually thought the BBC News was legit back then.
Well, and then,
We were so dumb.
but still
But you know
watching the
that
news
Pope
every day.
quit. You know why, man? Because
Why is that?
he was probably, I'm sure his fucking vertebrae were He was getting old. His vertebrae in his neck are starting to get fucked up from head spinning around at all these ceremonies and shit. You know, Dude, that fucking guy is the picture of evil. You ever notice? Do you know what he looked like? Do you know what this guy looked like? The German fucking Pope?
Nope.
Okay. You know what the new one looks like, right?
Nope.
The little, okay, we got like
I
a
don't
little.
watch TV. I am not up on currently anything.
Well, you don't have to watch TV to know what the Pope looks like. You're gonna see
I don't
pictures of him
seek
and
out
shit.
the Pope on my phone. If I run across a Pope news story, I don't click on it. It's never good news. I really don't care what the Pope says. He goes to these places.
You have to be oblivious.
Dude, it's like a rock concert. This guy, he goes and he drives around in the Pope mobile.
Yeah,
that'd be cool to smoke dope in that.
In that little dome.
Yeah, just clam the hell out of it. He's driving with the windows a little bit open.
But Ratzinger, okay, this guy, his face, first of all, his name is good, Ratzinger, because he looks like a rat.
Okay.
And he's got dark fucking circles, and he's got these demonic, sharp, pointy teeth.
I don't know, man.
The guy is fucked up, man.
I mean, that's crazy. Usually a Pope is a Pope for life, right?
Yeah, and he's the first one to quit.
Well,
he probably saw some shit and he was like,
or they were
oh,
blackmailing him. He got really caught up in that shit. That's usually what it is.
But he was not only was he one of the head molesters, but he was also in charge of moving.
Is that his title?
Yeah.
Head molester.
Head molester. And he was also in charge of moving the molesters around to different fucking places. He was a fucking pervert hider.
Pervert hider?
Yeah.
Molester headhunter? Or a distributor?
Yeah. No, he hid perverts.
God, imagine that's a lot of work, man.
It's a lot of work.
I mean, imagine
hiding all them perverts.
How not having that guilt. You know what I mean? Like you have to sign off on all this shit. You know you're being
here's the
pressured
thing
from
though,
all
because he's a satanic motherfucker. He doesn't care. That's part of the satanic ritual is to fuck little kids. He doesn't have guilt. He has joy.
Okay.
So you can't think of it like a normal person like we would.
No, I understand.
Where you would say, oh my God forbid, who the fuck would even do that? You got to think of it like a satanic fucking pope, a head of a satanic cult.
Listen, it's been proven through time that there are people that do heinous things to people that you can't fathom or that you can't believe that other humans do to other humans.
Especially popes.
Nothing shocks
all
me.
Through history.
You know, humans have proven themselves to be, we turn on each other. We're the ones that's going to cause our own extinction.
No shit, Sherlock.
Well,
man.
So prophetic, let me tell you, Larry. No shit,
Sherlock. Man.
What time is it?
I don't know, man. Let's check.
You didn't even look at it.
No.
So.
Okay.
What time is it?
We've been going for a while.
How long?
Little over an hour.
Holy crap. All right.
Yeah, like an hour and 12 minutes or something.
All right, we'll do your hit list.
I didn't even get through all the little things I had written down.
I mean, do you know what that 5-minute thing about, or 10-minute thing about Trayvon Martin really smoothed the podcast, took it to a complete halt.
Are you kidding, man?
I'm not kidding.
People are going to comment and say, man dude, Larry, that was the most interesting fucking shit.
You forget halfway through what you're talking about.
I fucking told the whole story, son.
And
by the way, fuck you.
Yeah.
By the way, yesterday, when you said I moved the camera, I watched over.
Yeah.
It was you. It was you.
Man.
We'll rewatch it. It's only about 10 minutes in when it happens.
You stand up and you move it and you're like, look at my sweatshirt. And that's when you did it.
No. It's right when you first went up there when it went black the first time.
Okay. We're not going to argue about this.
I'll show you.
Man, I will come in there, kick you right in the side of your knee, grab you by your throat, man, get you,
okay.
Work your ass over with an elbow for America, too.
For America.
Just raining hawks on you, American Eagles.
First and foremost, man, I want to shout out my nephew, Alex. Without him, we wouldn't be able to do this. He's like the ultimate producer. No Shirt Nick. Thanks for having Alex as a son. No Filter Frank. Man, we seen your ass today.
Yeah.
So we were driving to Walgreens, and there's this motherfucker with a huge ass truck parked in the wrong lane, on the wrong side of the road.
This road isn't that big.
No. And it's in the middle of the road, and he's got a big motherfucking truck. And I'm like, who the fuck is this?
On the way there.
Yeah.
And on the way back, I saw the license plate.
And he's like, oh my God, that's Frank. And Frank was like delivering a pizza or something at this house near my house. And he was still parked there, even though it took us forever at Walgreens.
So thanks, Frank.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Nice seeing you, Frank. Me and Frank
on
are
the other side of the road.
Yeah, we're going to go see DRI probably Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
You Javel man, what's up, buddy? Jeff out in Rockford, what's up, bro?
Oh, did he get out of prison in India?
Yeah, he's not. He's
Okay,
not
cool.
in prison.
No, he did. I thought he got out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stony, Bobby, Kiki, man, we miss you tonight, bro.
Yeah.
Big Joe, what's up,
Big
bro?
Joe.
How you doing, Dad? Groucho,
Oh man.
whoever you are. Chris out there in Florida.
Oh, I hope you feel better, bud.
Matthew, Florida. Love you, Matt. Russ, down there in the hot fucking zone.
Reading on a cot like Ted Kaczynski with the water jug.
Zodiac down there in the south side.
I was dying. He's the best.
Mr. X. And we got our ladies. Mary, my wife. Very nice. Mary, I love you. You're the best. Helena, Harmony, my cats. You're the best too. Sherry. What's up, Sherry? Jay, how you doing, Jessica? What's up, doll? Chrissy, Sam, Becky, Tiffany.
Damn.
Tiffany out there in Portland. What's up, baby? And of course, the OnlyFans girls.
Keep sending pics to Larry. He was perusing the Halloween costumes today.
And I gotta mention Tom's Free Clinic. Tom's Free Clinic Automotive and Veterinarian Services. This week, you get the Crack Baby lighter system, like I told you, and the mobile for the baby's crib. And
if your food isn't dripping and it smells like you've been fishing, call Tom's Free Clinic.
Okay, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Everybody out there that's...
This will be our first full hour, so hope you like it. Comment, like, subscribe, follow. Good or bad, tell us what we can improve. Better show you his gooch.
Peace.